Hi everyone, it's me, Nina. I thought I would jump on here this evening. I've been having a few questions come about in my comment sections, and I thought that I would go ahead and try my best to answer some of those questions about Ozempic and some weight loss questions also. So I'll just go ahead and say again that I have been on Ozempic for several months. Let me think. So I've been on Ozempic for 6 months now. I started eating a healthier eating plan in March of 22 of this year, and I am still trying my best at that. Now, am I perfect? Absolutely not. I'm not perfect. I don't get mad at myself any longer if I do have a mess up day, or if I do have like an ice cream. And I have found out by doing this program on my own that I do better if I allow myself to have a little bit. I've talked about some of this before, and some of this is going to be old news that you're going to rehear again on this video. But instead of, if, for instance, ice cream used to be my favorite food of all things, and I used to go, like, for instance, to Dairy Queen, and I could eat a large blizzard. Well, now I have trained myself. Instead of getting a large blizzard, my husband will get a blizzard, and I'll just take a few bites of his, and then it satisfies me, and that's all I need. It's really working out for me doing that. That's not to say that I have not eaten a blizzard by myself, not a large, but and after I did, I didn't feel that great. So I don't do that anymore. Now, what I have found out about Ozempic, and I'm going to apologize, the roosters, our neighbor has a little bantam, which means it's one of those small breeds, and all it does is crow all the time. We have Romeo, our rooster. He doesn't crow all the time like that, but he will go back and forth with that little chicken, or that, yeah, Romeo. I've got all of our chickens out, so they are over there beside the house over there. But anyway, all right, let's get started with some of the questions that I've been receiving. First of all, I was asked if Ozempic has made me feel more anxious or more depressed. And I guess I can say I never thought of it being from Ozempic. I have noticed that I have been more depressed, but I thought it was because I have some problems going on in my family that have, it just leaves me sad. So I thought that that's what it was from. And another reason that I thought it was something else was because I've noticed on every single program I have ever done in my whole life when it comes to dieting, that any time that I cut back calories, I end up getting a little sad. I used to tease and say that it was because food used to be my best friend. And when you take away the best friend, as far as the enjoyment of eating all of the stuff that I used to eat, it would make me depressed. Well, I don't feel that anymore. I don't know what happened. Something clicked over in my head, and I no longer consider food a friend. Food is a source of me to have energy to be able to live my life. And I'm not sure how I got to that point, but thank God that I did, because for so many years I struggled with that. So I'm going to say I have noticed anxiety and depression, but I did not notice it being just from Ozempic. Now, that's not saying that it might not be. I'm not sure if anyone else has dealt with that. And if you have, would you mind leaving a comment down below? Because a lot of the people that watch the videos will also be reading the comments to find out and learn from you guys. So if you feel like you have been on Ozempic and you feel that it's causing you to be depressed or have anxiety, please leave that in the comments below, and we'll just try to research and find out what we can find out about it. Okay? The next question that I got asked was, do I get nauseous from the Ozempic. Now, I will say that I have read a lot of things. There's actually Facebook sites that you can go on and join a group about Ozempic, and everything that I've read on there, a lot of people say yes, they get severely nauseous. Now, I will say yes, I get nauseous, but not in the way that I will throw up. I did throw up one time when I can't remember what dose I was on. It might have been the 0.25, or it might have been when I started the 0.50. I'm not sure. But yeah, I ended up getting really nauseous and sick. But that day that happened to me, I had been working in the garden and planting potatoes and all that. So I feel like I just got too hot. It's not that I'm not afraid to blame any of this on Ozempic if that's what I think it is, but I also don't want to blame it all on Ozempic if there's factors, outside factors that might have caused it. And I truly believe that the day that I got sick was from working in the hot sun. So I do notice that I do sometimes feel nauseous, and I've noticed that more when I haven't eaten enough. Say for instance, we usually try to eat our dinner around 5 o'clock in the evening. If I get past that, if I'm busy or something's going on and I'm running past time, or you know, just get busy doing something and I know I'm going to have to wait a half hour to an hour before I get to eat something, if I don't eat something really small, yeah, I'm going to get real nauseous. I'm going to get really, really sick at my stomach. So what I've been trying to do, and it took me a while to find all that out. Not enough to throw up. I don't get nauseous enough to throw up. I just get nauseous enough to where you don't feel like eating. But that is not going to help that problem at all. So all I can say is try it out for yourself. If you notice that you're kind of watch the clock. If you're used to eating your meals like at your lunchtime at noon, your dinner or supper, whatever you call it, at 5 o'clock, and you notice that around 4:30 or so, you're starting to get really nauseous and really, really sick to your stomach. What I try to do is to go drink something, not just plain water, because plain water makes me severely nauseous when I'm already got a queasy belly. So what that I will do is, today, for instance, it happened. I've been busy today canning chicken. And so what I found out is if I eat a little something when it first starts, it helps. So I went and got me a pear, and I ate almost the whole pear, and I immediately started feeling a little bit better. And that way, I still was hungry when I got dinner done. I was still able to eat my dinner. But if I would have let that go, and if I would have waited until dinner time, I probably would have been too sick and I wouldn't have wanted anything. And then that's not good, because then hours later, I'm going to be starving. I'm going to be looking for something to fill my mouth. So I found, for me, the best thing is to grab something healthy, you know, whatever it would be, whatever you like. Doesn't have to be fruit, you know, it can be a vegetable. Just, you know, anything that you feel is going to help take those hunger pains away for a little bit. Let's see, another question that I got asked, if I have trouble getting lows in my blood sugar. And I did at the beginning when I first started losing weight rather quickly. So what I did was I ended up knowing my sugar doctor. I had to end up going back and seeing them, and they lowered my insulin down. I'm still on insulin twice a day, but they have lowered the amount down. Now I'm feeling, because I actually I was on a plateau for a long time, and what happened was I went to vacation with Steve and my sister and her husband. We went to Washington, D.C. If you guys are interested, I made videos about it. And we walked a lot. And I had been on a plateau for a couple months and hadn't been able to even lose like a pound. It was horrible. So from being on vacation, I ate what I wanted. But I think I did pretty well. You know, it was vacation. You're going to eat things that's not typical, you know, that you're going to have. But I did have ice cream one day, and that made me sick up my stomach. So I'm learning I got to stay away from that, and maybe a bite or two. But when I got home, I had gained from being on vacation, even though we walked a lot. But I lost every bit of that within the first week that I had gained, and then I've lost a couple pounds since then. So I have lost around 47, 48 pounds. I haven't gotten weighed today, but I'm going to say 47, 48. So it is starting in the last couple weeks. I have lost a couple pounds, so it's going down. I can't wait to get to the 50 mark, which I might be there. Maybe tomorrow. I'll have to wait and see. But I have really gotten back on track, and I've really gotten back since vacation to trying to eat healthier and not as much, my portion control. And I'm trying to eat on time, because I find that if I eat on time, it feels like my body is ready, and once I eat it, it feels like my body's learning how to process that food and to burn those calories. So that's what I've been doing. So as far as my blood sugar level dropping, if yours is doing that, and if you're on insulin, get a hold of your doctor. Even if now, I learned that now I mark mine down twice a day. I check my blood sugar twice a day, once in the morning before I eat breakfast, and then I eat and take my shot, and then once again before I eat dinner. And I write those down, and that way I take a picture of it with my cell phone, and then I can send that through a link to my doctor, right to his office, and he can look at my numbers. So if I'm going, I usually try to do it I give him like 2 weeks worth, and he can tell by all of the highs and the lows and all that how much to lower my insulin. Now, like I said, I do have an appointment next month with the main doctor that is over the group that I see. I haven't seen her in 3 years since I had my heart attack and had open heart surgery. So I'm really excited to see her. She is a phenomenal doctor. And that's why so many PAs and stuff work underneath her, because she's phenomenal. Everybody wants to go see her. So I'm lucky that, I mean, it's awful to say, but after I had my heart attack, the hospital are the ones that got me in to see her, because I could never get in to see her before. She was always so booked. So, but I trust all of the people that she has working under her as well. But it will be good to see her and talk to her, and yeah, I'm excited about that, because I'm hoping that I will actually get my Ozempic upped a little bit when I do go see her next month. The reason being is I never got hungry when I was first taking Ozempic, and sometimes I still don't. Sometimes, like, I take my shots on Fridays, and I thought for Friday, for me, having the weekends free, and well, I really have every day free, but being able to run around more, I thought it would help me taking the shot on a Friday so that I would be ready for the weekend and wouldn't be tempted to eat as many foods that I probably shouldn't have. So we'll see though. If I'm still doing great, they might just keep me on 0.50, and if that's where they want me, then that's fine. I will tell you guys though, the last time I went and seen my the doctor about my sugar, they told me that they had found, there's a study that it had actually been affecting some people's eyes. If you have any type of, I guess, I'm not sure of the disease names, but it's all caused from being diabetic. So if you have any type of those, you probably should get in to see your professional eye doctor. I'm not sure what all the names are. I'm not good at that stuff. But so I went last week. These are my brand new glasses. I just picked them up today, and I really like them. I can see really well, but my eyes had changed, my right eye, because I have a really bad stigmatism in the right eye. But my other vision had changed a little bit too, which the eye doctor told me happens a lot when you are a diabetic. And once your sugar numbers start getting better, your eye vision will change. He said that if he was a teacher, he would grade my level of taking care of myself and my eyes A+. So that made me feel really good because he knows that I've lost weight. He knows that I'm on Ozempic to try to help me with my sugar numbers. And I'm hoping and praying someday to get off of all of my insulin. So yeah, it made me feel really good that he said that about my vision, and that he can tell because of how I've treated my body, my eyes are also responding. So that's a great thing. Now, like I said, my right eye was worse, but you know, that happens because when you have stigmatisms, and it went 10 degrees to the worse. But it's okay. I'm doing well. He said my eyes, when he dilated my eyes and looked all in there, and he said that my eyes looked extremely healthy. He didn't see any signs of disease from being a diabetic. So I am so thankful to hear that. But don't be afraid. Go get your eyes checked out. And another thing I wanted to tell people like me, I hate that thing they used to check for glaucoma. They would do that puff of air. I hated that thing. And they don't do that at that office anymore. He said they had this different machine. It looked like a blue light or something. I'm not sure. And he told me my readings, and I was like, oh, you don't do the puff of air anymore. And he was like, no, we don't. So if any of those have been holding you back, go ahead and get your eyes checked. It's very important. Now, I told him I know that I've got a lot of weight to lose, you guys. I'm not quite ready yet to tell you where I started out at, but I will. One day I will. I'll sit down and have just a long chit chat, heart. I guess I could call it a heart-to-heart chit chat, and I will tell you where I started at. I kind of would like to be closer to my goal, but I have about 110 to 20 pounds left to lose to even get to where on the high end of the level would be for me. You know how they give you chart and it tells you body mass index and all that type of stuff. And if I get to goal, I should say, when I get to goal, I am still going to be above, probably 20 pounds above where it wants me to be, something to that effect. But you know, I don't want to be skinny. I don't. I want to be healthy. I might not even get to goal as far as what the doctors think goal should be, because when I start feeling very comfortable with myself, and I feel like now things have changed, you guys, and I'm just going to be honest with you. I can bend over better now, of course, without so much of the stomach in the way, and that's at a loss of 48 pounds. So I can imagine what it's going to be like better, you know, ongoing. Having a bowel movement is so much easier to take care of my cleanliness. And yeah, there's a big change in a lot of things. You know, one of the first things I did was able to put my wedding band and ring back on again, and that meant the world to me. I actually think there's a mosquito attacking me. I'm gonna have to get this going, and it's after 6 o'clock, so mosquitoes are out. It was in the high, 74, 75 today here in Ohio. It's been beautiful. My chickens just got themselves back in, so they must be getting ready to, they'll go to bed pretty soon. They used to, in the summer, they go to bed about 8 o'clock, but now that the sun's going down so much quicker, they will go to bed a lot more sooner. So right now, they're all preening their feathers. I could show you, but I'm sitting right beside the fence. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. Hold on. Yeah, the fence is kind of thick there. You're not going to be able to see them real good. Let me go shut the door. There they are. They're all going in. They'll go in their little door there, and all their roost and stuff are in there. Good night, girls. Good night, Romeo. And I always count to make sure that all 12 are there. Okay, so I moved over here on the swing, and I'm hoping, being further away from the chicken coop and run, that the mosquitoes will leave me alone so I can finish making this video for you. So I guess that was probably all the questions that I had for this week. And I hadn't made a video because we had went on vacation and all that, but if you guys have any more questions or anything at all that I can help you with, I will do my very best to be here for you, to support you. We all need support. And if there's questions that you don't feel like writing and you don't want other people to see them, please email me. My email is on our homepage, and I will answer any email that I get. So yeah, I just want to be here for anybody that needs a little bit of help and assistance. I have been getting very dehydrated lately, and so I have been drinking extra water, which right now I'm really thirsty. I'm going to go in and drink me some more water. I've been super tired. I think that's because me and my husband have been canning a lot. We have made, just in the past week, apple sauce, apple butter, and apple pie filling. I'll put a picture up here so you guys can see what they all look like. And then today I'm canning chicken breast, boneless, skinless chicken breast. And I am tired, I'm exhausted. But you know, the thing is, I was walking about, every day, at least a mile, and I felt so much better. And I have not been walking this past week because I've been busy in the kitchen canning and stuff. Well, I noticed that I don't feel as good. If I force myself to walk even a mile, I feel so much better. So I told my husband today, I said, yes, I'm exhausted. I feel like a vampire has sucked the blood out of me, and I am just exhausted feeling. But I am going to try my best. It started back to walking again, and it does make me feel so much better. So that's one of my goals this coming week. So like I said, I'm here for you guys, and I hope that whatever I've said to you has been able to help you in some way. And Ozempic is working for me. Now, I will say that my oldest sister, she has been on Ozempic, and she was on it for, I think, a year, and it didn't do anything for her. It didn't help her blood sugars. It didn't help her not be hungry like it does me. Yeah, didn't help her at all, and they just took her off of it. I'm not sure if they could have upped her dose, but I think she was tired of dealing with it, and it wasn't helping her. She didn't have nausea or anything like I do, and I've heard that people that do get nauseous and stuff, that it means it's actually working. So I'll take a little bit of that nauseous feeling if it's working, and it's going to get me off of insulin, and it's going to get some of this fat off of me. I want to protect my heart. And all the days that I have left, I want them to be, as full of joy as I can get. And that means moving and living and enjoying life. I know how it is, you guys. So if you are some of the ones that are stuck at home, just think of me. There was a time after I had my heart surgery, even way after that I walked with a walker. And I couldn't walk out to the mailbox without being... I had no stamina. I just couldn't do it. And even after my heart got fixed and they put me on that regimen of walking and riding the bike at the hospital, therapy, I told my husband, I said, I gotta force myself. So I started laying down, I put the walker away, and I used a cane. Even up to when I was first filming these Ozempic videos, I would use a cane when I was walking, and now I don't have to do that anymore either. So don't feel like it's over for you, no matter how large you are. Don't feel like it's over. If you have to walk up, even if you can make it to the kitchen, and if you have a walker or a cane, whatever you have to use, try doing it for a few weeks, back and forth, just a few times, and then try doing it without the cane and see if you can gain any strength like that. I know that you're stronger than you think you are, because I was. And yeah, we can do this, girls and guys. Let's stick together. Let's help each other. And let's one day be able to look back on these videos and think, I'm glad I stuck it out. I'm glad I stuck it out. So I'm going to keep with my Ozempic as long as I can. And it's working for me. It's slowed down. Sure, it has a lot. But I also am trying to get that motivation back, and I think that is the tool to perking me back up again. So, all right, it's getting late. I'm gonna go in the house, and I just wanted to try my best to encourage you guys. Here's the chicken. It's still boiling. Steve just took it out of the canner. So God bless you all. Have a great evening, and I will talk to you on the next video. Bye-bye.